This is Bob Davey.
Jumping around here a little bit. And you can probably tell, we didn't rehearse this. Anyway, I guess it's proper for me to tell how I got the service, isn't it? Sure. Excuse me, I graduated from high school down in Milo. I was 17. And that's kind of young, I guess. Anyway, I got to go to college a year, and got out of college. I was 18, and down around Milo there wasn't anybody around. All my buddies were gone, and so I went to the dashboard, and I could finish my education later. That's not a problem. And my brother can help at the farm. He's 10 years older than I am, and I don't need a classification of 3C, whatever it was. Well, they accommodated me. In just a matter of a day or two, I got my new classification as 1A. In a matter of weeks, I got my letter. Greetings, you've been chosen. And so, like all the other guys, I went up and got on the bus and went to the old federal building in Des Moines, did all the paperwork. We went down to the trolley station. It's on Grand and First, I guess it'd be, right? West of the river, first corner. And there was a trolley station there. We got on the trolley and we rode out to Camp Dodge. And, you know, about the first thing you do is give you shots, and you get some boots that don't fit, and clothes that are kind of shabby looking, all the same color, of course. And next day we got taught how to stand at attention, and how to march and stop when they said halt and all that. And next day we were out ready to do the same thing, and here comes this dude. I mean, he was pressed from head to toe, and his boots were shiny, and he really looked neat. And he got up in front of us and he said, "Now guys, no, we were in the Army, see. So what you need to do is volunteer for flight training, and we'll take you to school, teach you everything you need to know, and you'll be in the Army Air Corps. And he said, when you graduate, you get a pair of silver wings like these I'm wearing." And he said, "Let me tell you, you get a pass to go into town and the chicks will be all over you." You can imagine how that sounded to an 18-year-old farm kid never hardly been out of Warren County. Where do I sign? Anyway, that's how I got into flight training and ended up in the Army Air Corps, and got to fly over a lot of Hitler's Germany and got into that mess over there. But anyway, back to what we're here for. I don't know if I can pick up where you left off or not, but it was mostly more of the same. We were either on a bus going to the airplane or a bus leaving the airplane. We were either on our way to one monument or another one, and it was nonstop. I mean, I'll tell you a little bit in a minute about the delays we had, but we were busy. 2:30 in the morning, breakfast. We went all day, nonstop, and by the time we got back to Des Moines, and eventually us guys got to Indianola, it was 2:30 the next morning. So 24 hours we were up and on our feet. And some of those guys, I don't know, that guy that was 100, I guess he got along fine as far as I know. But some of them had a little more trouble than others. So I got on the airplane to come home, and it's about a, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hour flight, depending on whether you had a tailwind or not. And quite a little while to sit there, so I made a few notes on the way home. And turned out it's pretty much a good news, bad news thing. the good news was that there were 350 of us, like Russ said, who went on this neat trip. The bad news is there were still, I guess, around 900 guys at that time who were on a waiting list that didn't get to go. That is gradually working out. You're on the news tonight. There's another flight all ready to go, and we hear of another flight that's going to go. Herb is going to be on it. Out of, where is it?
Mason City.
Mason City. So things are coming around. So there will be some more flights, apparently. Good news, Monday night we got to stay all night in the Holiday Inn, had a good bed. Bad news, we had to get up at 2 o'clock to go to breakfast, as Jim said. And good news, there were 7 of us from Indianola, and I guess maybe another 1 or 2 from Warren County. And the bad news, as I saw it, we were split up.
Yes.
We were each in a different group, which meant we were on a different bus, in between airplane and museum and motel and all that. But there is a good news to add to that. I see these guys every week, and we chat and talk and have a big time. I got acquainted with, I'll bet, 7 or 8 guys from central Iowa by being on the bus or the airplane. We didn't have assigned seats, so we were usually sitting by someone different. I got acquainted with some pretty cool old guys. And the other thing, we had something in common to talk about. And that doesn't always happen when you're out among strangers. And it seems like, for some reason, guys that are veterans of the same war don't talk much about it, but when you're with someone that's been there with you or at the same position, can talk a little easier about it. Good news, there are 11 buses. Bad news was, it took a while to get the handicapped and the people that needed help on those buses. So there were some delays. But good news again, those people really handled this situation excellent. Just the nicest people you ever saw, and they wanted to shake hands with you. They wanted to help you step up on a step, ask you if you needed anything. It's just amazing. Lots of food. Good news. Bad news was we had to eat it on the run. The only sit-down meal we had was the night before that he described, that Davey took us through a nice banquet and evening of entertainment before we left the next day. Good news, chaperones and the Hy-Vee leaders couldn't have been nicer. Helpful, just 100%. Bad news, you know, how are we going to get to thank all those people? There's no way we can individually thank them. And probably not adequate to put a letter in the paper, but we need to do something. Make a note of that. Somehow we'll put something together and we'll do it. Bystanders and well-wishers, same way, as Jim said, they were everywhere. Early in the morning, you know, our plane took off before 6 o'clock and they'd been there for an hour or more at the airport. Just unbelievable. Overheard